The Justice Department says it will pursue the death penalty against Elias Rodriguez, the suspect charged in the fatal shooting of 2 Israeli embassy employees outside the Capitol Jewish Museum last year. Rodriguez now faces federal hate crime and terrorism-related charges. Madeline Rivera is live outside D.C.'s Capitol Jewish Museum. Hi, Maddie.
Good afternoon, Michael. Federal prosecutors say the suspect in this case, Elias Rodriguez, was motivated by political bias and hatred when he committed this shooting in this neighborhood almost a year ago. They say Rodriguez is now facing multiple charges, including murder, terrorism, and hate crimes. Authorities say he planned extensively for this attack, flying to D.C. from Chicago with his gun. Investigators say surveillance video showed Rodriguez shooting 26-year-old Sarah Milgram and 30-year-old Yaron Lashinsky after they left a young diplomat's reception at the Capitol Jewish Museum. As Milgram tried to crawl away, Rodriguez allegedly approached her and shot more rounds. Court papers state Rodriguez then went inside the museum. He displayed a red keffiyeh and said, "I did it for Palestine, I did it for Gaza," and as police officers removed him from the building, he called out Free Palestine.
I want to be clear. My message to anyone who seeks to commit political violence in this district, D.C. is not the place. You will be held accountable, and you will face the full wrath of the law. And just this morning, before I came here, we filed notice that my office will seek death against the defendant, Elias Rodriguez.
D.C. has not had an execution since 1957, Mike, but President Trump is pushing for an expansion of the death penalty. Last month, the Justice Department said it would adopt firing squads as a form of punishment for what they consider the most barbaric crimes. Rodriguez has pled not guilty. His next court appearance is on June 30th. Mike.
Maddie Rivera live here in D.C. Maddie, thanks so much.
There were 11 other jurors in that trial who didn't have any problems with the verdict that they rendered. We believe that we have credible evidence that supports the conclusions that we came to the first time.
I can tell you he is very relieved that he has gotten the label of convicted murderer of his wife and son off of him, and we plan to keep it off of him.
Former attorney Alec Murdaugh will be back in court to be tried again for the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul. The South Carolina Supreme Court overturned his murder convictions after Murdaugh's defense argued Clerk of Court Becky Hill tampered with the jury in the first trial. And now, South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson says all options would be on the table in a new trial, including the death penalty. For more, let's bring in one of the former jurors in the first Alec Murdaugh murder trial, Amie Williams. Amie, welcome.
Hi.
So, what is your reaction to this breaking news of a new trial?
I was really shocked when I heard about it. I just couldn't believe it, even though I understand why they, did it per law, but I wasn't influenced and I was just really shocked.
The death penalty was not in the first trial. It is now on the table in a next trial. What's your reaction to that?
That's probably going to make it a little harder for the new jurors because, sentencing someone to death is going to be a hard thing to do.
So there is the video from the night of the murders. I want to play it for our audience since some time has passed, and then I will get you to react to it.
Okay.
Quit, Cash. Come, quit.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
Bubba. Hey, Bubba.
It's a guinea.
This is a chicken.
Come here, Bubba.
Come here, Cash.
Come here, Bubba.
How troubling is that evidence that Alec Murdaugh was at the scene of the crime?
Oh, it was pivotal for me because he insisted that he wasn't there. So that changed everything to hear his voice on that video and for everyone that they asked to confirm that that was him to say, yes, that was his voice. That was really serious.
What do you make of the clerk's actions, which is why we are going forward with a next trial? And do you believe justice will be served in this case?
Well, the clerk's actions, I'm not really sure about everything that happened. I mean, there were some comments made or wasn't made. But what I do know is that we were given an oath to take, and I was focused on that oath and following instructions, and I believe that's what the majority of us did, and that's all that should matter. And also, I really hope that they can find an unbiased jury to be able to try him again and find him guilty.
That's a good point, because there's been so much publicity of this case. It's so high profile, whether they can get an unbiased jury. From your perspective, take us inside the room, of the jury room, and do you feel like the process was fair in the way that you handled your responsibilities, you and your colleagues handled your responsibilities?
Yes, and my book, The Long Road to Justice, I explain in there as well, detail out how in the jury room, we were very efficient, I feel. There were no quarrels, there were no, attitudes or anything like that. We looked at whatever evidence we needed to look at. We answered any questions, discussed whatever we needed to discuss. And the initial vote was, when we first voted to see where we were, was 9 guilty. So the second vote was unanimous, and I just feel like we made the right decision. And I would vote it 100 times over.
We've been hearing some talk that there may be some new evidence presented at a next trial. Your thoughts on that?
Can't wait to see what it is.
Well, Amie Williams, really appreciate your time today. Great to see you. Thanks for your analysis of this case.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.